Well, one people, yo, 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 we're here, Manchester City versus Brighton, live, watch along. This is what we're doing. Pardon me, I don't have a camera yet. Still setting it up. But I just thought I should just start the watch along, chill along, because the game just started. So big up yourselves. Shout out to you. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a lovely day. And there's a couple of Premier League games going on at this very moment, but the one that is of interest, the one that we got our eyes on, is obviously Manchester City versus Brighton. There's Everton versus West Ham also concurrently going on. Um, but yeah, that's you know what time it is. So it's time to hit the like button if you're just joining in on the fun. Big up yourself. And even if you're not watching the games, just hit the like button and you know and lay back because there's a chill along where we chill and watch games as they go along. So can Man City beat Brighton? Or rather, can Brighton cause an upset? That's really the question in mind this morning. I have a feeling that we're about to see something special. Brighton, do not disappoint me. Come on, Matoma. I believe in Matoma. Just give me a second while I get hooked up here. Man, like Kenny in the building. Kenny in the building. Kenny, I'm out here trying to figure out how my timer works. So just give me a second. Wait, why is my camera not starting up? Okay. I think we got it. I think I managed to figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. I hope so. Let's see if it works. Men like Kenny in the building.
Big up, big up, man.
Big up, my broski. I'm out here trying to figure out my camera settings. So just give me a
Oh dear.
You watching City, Brighton, I presume?
Yeah. I just saw that. I just saw the Brighton disallowed goal. Yeah, it was a handball. Yeah, handball. Yeah.
Damn. Do you want Brighton to win or do you want City to win?
Brighton, of course, Brighton. I don't mind.
Does it change anything if City win? Like, for you, I'm curious. What's at stake?
I mean, Papi, why do you care about the league? Europa League is just for us, man. It's just our season.
True. The league should just be me. Forget about the league.
Exactly. So
focus on Premier League.
Yeah, exactly, man. Chill out, man.
I hear it. By the way, kind reminder to anybody that hasn't put the predictions in, this is the moment to do so before there's a goal. You got to do it right now before there's a goal. If you haven't done so yet.
Papi, Papi, I have an idea. You can just figure out the timer later. You can just share the screen or the foot mob. Share the screen for that.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, just do that. Big up to young Papi. Big up, man. And a shout to Javed 8 in the chat as well, and Dr. NHS as well. Dr. NHS, you have done the howler, man. I remember. Yeah, this is crazy from you, man.
Wait, what did Dr. NHS do this time?
No. It was your stream, right? It was. Yeah. Oh, penalty! It's a penalty to Man City. It's a pen.
Oh, it's a penalty. Lord!
It's a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty. Yeah. Dr. NHS, I think was it like the 3-player statue? Like she actually failed to name. She mentioned Callum West. She mentioned Callum West. I remember that stream.
Hey, Dr. V out here.
Sorry, Dr. NHS. I had to recall that. Yeah. It's a penalty. Unfortunately, I just saw the replay.
It's a pen. It's a pen. Yeah, it's a pen, and we all know who's gonna take the pen.
Haaland FPL perverts rise.
Yeah. Assemble. FPL. The robot is about to take the penalty.
Miss. I just hope he miss. Please miss.
He's gonna score. He's got a good conversion rate. Unfortunately.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh, last 5 penalties. Scored 3, missed 2.
He missed 2.
One hit the crossbar really, and one got saved. Yeah, I think he's gonna score. He looks very confident.
Yep. 1-0. Yep.
1-0 City.
Yeah, it's 1-0 City.
Look at them celebrating just being 1-0 up against Brighton. They're falling off the City team,
Yeah, I mean, even last season they were beatable. Even last season they were beatable.
Yeah. Word. Big up
To
to
be
Young
honest,
Puppy and Doctor, by the
I'll
way.
be real, right? I'll be real. If literally Arsenal last season would have, if they would have beaten Aston Villa, they would have won that league last season.
Say that again. Say that statement again, sir.
Last season, if basically Arsenal would have beaten Aston Villa, they would have won that league.
That's crazy to think about, you know?
Hmm.
They were that close.
If,
You think I think the 3 seasons ago when they had the 14-point lead, that was the best
11
chance. No,
11
11
points.
points. It
Yeah,
was 11
yeah,
points.
11 points. 11 points.
That was the best chance. But
Same
yeah,
for
I
us.
get it. The
Same for
title that
us.
was
Same for us.
decided on the last day of the season. That was also like also, you know, we should do a
Papi,
stream
same.
saying when was Arsenal closest to winning the Premier League. Uh,
Yeah, that would be a match stream if you would have done that. And
would need Lee Gunner to clarify and Shay Arsenal, all the Arsenalites to assemble.
League Gun on your stream will be hilarious, man. Oh my days. It will be crazy.
Yeah, by the way, big up to Man United Greek fan in the
Big
building.
up to you. Big up to you, man. Big up to my Aussie guy, man.
Hey, shout out, brother.
Big up,
Man
man.
United Greek fan. We love Greece. Have you been to Greece, Kenny?
I would have loved to, man. I'd love to go Greece. Uh, that was my dream. That was my dream travel. You know.
Nice.
Hmm.
I've had a gyro. That's the closest thing to being in Greece. I'm kidding. I actually once passed through the airport. I spent like a day there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jim Watkins. Big up to you. Yeah. I just know you. Don't worry about that.
Man,
Big
like
up to you,
G.
man.
Is he related to Ollie Watkins?
Nah, 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 nah.
Okay.
Tomorrow's gonna be like a double. Tomorrow's gonna be a double hit along. Arsenal, Chelsea, and then that Carabao Cup final.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Double
Tomorrow
hit along.
it
Double
starts with
hit
the Carabao
along.
Cup final. You're right.
Double hit along before our game, Papi.
Damn. Bro, I'm gonna be hungover. It's St. Patrick's weekend over here in Boston, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, so people are celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I don't know who St. Patrick is. I never met the guy, but everybody likes to drink when
It,
they're
it's
celebrating
it,
him.
it's basically kind of related to the Irish people to the Irish people celebrating it.
Yep, that's why I feel like if I was white, I would have been Irish. I get along with my Irish people, man. Big up to
Fair
them.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Fair
so
enough.
so yeah, it's an Irish a holiday of Irish origin or Irish holiday, and
Hmm.
um, yeah, everybody drinks because St. Patrick used to like beer. Is that it? Or used to make beer, sell beer? I don't know. If anybody knows, please let us know in the chat how St. Patrick's Day came about.
You have to you have to ask Seamus for that.
Yeah, and he likes to wear green. Maybe Patrick color favorite
Hmm.
color was green.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, my score prediction for this game is basically 2-1 City in this game. You know.
I saw your prediction. Big up to BTG in the house,
Ah, Benfica fan.
my
Is this the
brother.
Benfica fan?
Yes,
Yes.
that's him. And
Interesting.
also
Forever,
Man
forever,
United.
forever, amen. No two ways about it.
Big up to you.
How you
Big up,
doing?
man.
How
Big
you
up.
doing, my friends?
What
Been a minute.
Been good. It's been
doing
good. Yeah.
well. You
Yeah.
Doing
know,
well.
it's a lovely Saturday morning for me. Kenny, it might be, I'm sure, in what, Monday or Tuesday? What day, what time and what day of the week is it where you are in Australia?
Right now it's 2:17 a.m. Sunday.
Your weekend is done.
Damn, that's crazy.
My
So
weekend is
twisted.
starting, fam.
You guys see the new year in first, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the world was to end, it would end first there, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got time to get ready
We're good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
because we're like 12 hours behind, is it? Yeah.
Wow.
Some places.
Then United Greek fan says it's 1:17 a.m. on Sunday in Brisbane.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically in Sydney we are like basically 1 hour just ahead of Brisbane. Just 1 hour ahead only. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the only difference.
Well, yeah. I'm in.
7 p.m. UK time in right now. What about you, BTG? Where are you at
I'm
right
I'm
now?
I'm in Nottingham,
Oh, okay.
Nottingham.
Sherwood,
Wow.
Robin Hood land, literally in Robin Hood land, Sherwood Forest area,
Nice.
and it's 18 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. Because the matches here, it's 3 o'clock kickoff. That's always
Oh,
been the legendary time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Back in the day, everybody played Saturday 3 o'clock,
Mm.
literally 3 o'clock, and then they started slipping one on the Sunday when Sky came in. Because of TV, you can't have it all at the same time, can you? You've got to scatter that and milk it. So yeah, right now, look at Man U playing at 7 in the evening on a Sunday. Jesus, never used to be any 7 o'clock football on a Sunday
Wow.
because
Yeah.
people are kind of like winding up from the Sunday or whatever they've done and what have
Hmm.
you. They ain't got no
Hmm.
time for Monday morning work. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
but yeah, it's one.
No, that makes sense. That historic kickoff time
But
because
you guys in America, you have the same problem a boxing fan in the UK has, i.e., if you follow boxing,
yeah.
a lot of the fights,
Yes.
especially back in the day, were in America. So you got to stay up till 5 in the morning,
Mhm.
6 in the morning for the main card. Yeah, it's similar to football with you
Mm.
guys in America. You have to get up at silly hours to watch it, don't you? The
100%.
Premiership
Yeah,
in,
and it
in
was
the
like that.
AM.
And it was like that with boxing when I was in Botswana. I used to have to wake up at like 3 in the morning to watch a Mike
Yeah, to watch Mike
Oh my
Tyson and
days.
stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
my days.
I had the same problem when we lived in Zimbabwe. Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad
Okay.
my dad would get us because we never watched matches on the TV. I
Yeah.
mean, we only got a TV when I'd hit double figures. Must have been 11, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
bit like that. So we were radio. My dad never missed a single match on radio, and he had the news, everything.
Wow.
Long wave, get the radio on. And anyway, so we'd have to get up at, I can remember the year 1988.
Wow.
We had to get up at 2:30 in the morning, it was, which isn't that bad, but it was we stayed up till the match started at 2:30 in the morning. It was Benfica versus Steaua Bucharest.
Ooh.
You know the team Man you
Yeah.
just played
Yeah.
recently?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
They
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
they,
yeah. I
they
got you.
were a popping team in the 80s. They were goats, yeah.
Mhm.
Proper great team. Well, they won the European Cup. So yeah, we played him in the semi-final to get to the final, and we beat him.
Yeah.
But in the final, we got beat to who was it? It was PSV Eindhoven
Wow.
on penalties, dude.
Wow.
Nothing hurts more. I can assure you now.
1-1. 1-1. 1-1.
Is it?
It's
Damn.
1-1. Brighton.
was it-
What a
I'm
free
see-
kick.
I'm seeing a
What a
free
free
kick
kick.
here, so it must have gone
What a
in.
free
Yeah,
kick.
mine is
What
still
a-
happening. The free kick.
Mine's
It
still
just went in.
behind.
Oh, wow.
What a free
Wow.
kick. Stupid
Off the post. Off the post.
What a free
post,
kick.
Nice.
What's a goal?
Left foot.
What a goal, man. A proper
Game
left
on.
back.
Let's go.
Who's this? Is this guy Ecuadorian? This Espina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Estupinan. Yeah, Estupinan.
Is it Ecuador, isn't
Yeah, Ecuadorian, yeah.
he? Yeah, Ecuador. I like Ecuador.
Yeah, they
Good
always,
player,
you
man.
know, so
Oh, yeah,
difficult. And he hit the side where the goalkeeper was too.
My days, this Ortega is moving like Onana. Is he worse than Onana? What the
What's
hell
a
is this
free
keeper
kick?
doing?
No, it's one of those that's is going away from the goalkeeper. Like when it hits the post, like nobody is. It's
But the
rare
wall
that
was
it
rubbish, though. The wall was
Why is-
rubbish. Look at it in the middle. It
Why isn't
opens
he
up.
diving though? Why isn't he diving
No.
though?
You're right, but I think he thought that it was going out. He should be diving. Well,
Nah,
that's
He
your
should,
job.
but he ain't getting to the post, though. Considering
Yeah.
he hit the
So
post,
when
he
it's
ain't
going
getting
to
to
the
it.
post, it takes like
Yeah.
the biggest lunge to reach that
Yeah.
post.
Yeah, he ain't
And-
getting that post. He ain't getting to
and-
the post. And it had outs. It was outswing.
Yeah,
So it's, you know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
it looked like it was really out until like it was too late for him.
Exactly.
You know?
He ain't getting it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you need your footwork to have been already adjusting for you to make the spring, and it's a difficult one.
You're gonna have to, yeah, you ain't getting it. Yeah,
Wow.
1-1. Brighton are stubborn, aren't they?
Such
They're
a
stubborn, good
stubborn
team.
team. Where are they in
Decent
the
team.
league right now? I know they're above us.
They're
Yeah,
inconsistent.
definitely.
I think they're very good, but they're sort of inconsistent. They can't put loads of
I
wins
think
together.
7th or 8th or something. I think 7th.
They're seventh, but you know,
They're
call them
seventh.
inconsistent. They've only lost 6 times in the league so far this season.
I think they're the draw merchants. I think
Yeah.
they've got the most draws.
True.
Yeah.
If I recall, I heard
Everton right now have the most, but like that's second highest. Yeah.
who's second? Brighton, yeah.
Right, Brighton, Everton.
Yeah,
have
so
13.
that means they're a stubborn team. They ain't
That's
getting
true.
beat like that.
Mm.
Mm.
That's signs of a good mentality. They just need to lock
It
down
is.
the defense, and then
I mean, supposedly they've got the best recruitment sort of team or whatever, worldwide data and what have
100%
you.
for
They're
managers
on it.
and players.
Because did you listen to the Jim's interview where
Oh, yeah.
he mentioned Brighton, and he even and to me it was a damning thing for Man United. So so Brighton's ahead of Manchester United in recruitment, in you know what I mean, in knowing what's out there, the data, etc. He mentioned the data, and it's like that's bad because Man U is like they had the money, they're a massive club, they should have all this.
Yeah.
It's gonna come now with Amorim because he's bringing that. Sporting have all that, that's recruitment stuff because they have to. They have to go to South America, they go to Africa, they go everywhere.
Yeah.
So Amorim's definitely bringing that, and his signings will be sort of these data signings, like not a name
absolutely.
you won't know, not
you
a
won't
name
know.
you know.
You literally won't even know any players. You like first time you will.
Exactly, because Amorim knows what's good. He knows what's good. He knew Dorgu. No one knew Dorgu, did they, like that?
No one. Yeah,
Let's face
none of
it.
us knew about Dogo.
Yeah. So we can see what he was looking for there, Amorim. Heaven is he was impressive, bless him. It was a pressure game. It was a pressure game, though.
Yeah. But
and Onana did put him under pressure sometimes, whipping balls, and he had to control that stuff.
But from Heaven's perspective, getting the red card, playing with one player more than the other team. Like I think it was the best like introduction to like a full 90 because he played the full 90, right? It's
Yeah, he did really well,
I
and
think
it's
last night. I think the Europa League game. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
yeah,
he
like
did.
he's
He
already
did
a
play 90
calm
minutes.
and composed kid that's like good on the ball, good decision making, and but he I think like that was the perfect like introduction, and like then like he can now like he can still continue with his development. I want to see more of him before the
the
season
thing
ends.
is, he's tall. He's
He's tall as well. He can
left-footed.
even.
He's
Yeah.
left-footed. He's left-footed, which is important for Manu to
Mm,
open. Look at the understanding he potentially can have in the future with Dorgu, two young
mhm,
guys.
mhm.
Yeah, they can. He can build a
And
relationship.
Euro as well, like
And Euro, there's Euro.
having
Yeah, but
him, Euro, and
yeah,
Delict. It's a
yeah,
formidable like
and
backline.
Martinez to come.
Yeah, when Martinez comes back, if he comes back, if he
I
keeps.
don't think he'll be the same.
I
He's
don't
injured
think
bad.
no, I don't think the thing is even if Lisandro Martinez comes in, right, he's gonna be so unreliable as a player because he'll play good in few matches and then the recurring injuries will just keep coming in.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. It's a bad. Them injuries are bad to
Hmm.
to heal.
Mm,
That stuff don't heal proper ever.
no, I mean Van Dijk
Uh,
did tear the same muscle, and he came back,
Right?
but
only
he's
once though. That was once only though. And after he was just fine for him.
But
so.
is it not a knee? Is it not knee
I
ligaments?
think
Oh, for Martinez, it's not ACL, it's a knee. Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
because
it's
the
different.
knee
It's
thing. I'm
different.
telling you now, I've never heard and it occurs so many times of a player recovering fully from one of them knee, like the knee
Hmm.
jobs. So many. Look at R9. Never.
Yeah,
Gascoigne. Never. Jamie Redknapp. This you could go on forever because you need your knees. I mean, it's kind of don't
yeah,
want to sound silly, you know what I'm saying? The
yeah,
knees, damn. You need everything, but the knees takes that shock
yeah, yeah.
and the
By the
twisting.
way, big up to everybody that's in the chat. By the way, Yale was saying you guys are back in the future, and um, Man United Greek fan was saying that I love Brighton the way they are managed and well organized as a Man United fan. He admires that and thinks Brighton will beat City 3-2. Um,
It's a good
yeah,
shout. It's a good
yeah.
shout
Roy
actually.
Keane
Yeah.
received an ACL in 1997. So
Recovered from ACL. Wow. I wasn't even
Who did?
born that time.
Who did?
I wasn't
Who
born.
did?
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane, yeah. When
Roy Keane
was
is
it?
a proper captain. He was
Yeah,
so
Roy Keane. I mean, well, I mean, if
Yeah,
someone had to, maybe it was a guy like him because he would have had the mentality to,
yeah,
get better, innit? Because the recovery, if you're weak mentally,
right. Right. You see, like even like when you just try and like Google about it, like the first article that comes up says Roy Keane defied medical advice and attempted to play with a ruptured cruciate knee ligament.
you know,
It's like the mentality. He just was like, I'm playing, you
I'm
know,
that's
playing.
what that's what finished
I'm playing no matter what.
no matter
Now
what,
these
this
days,
injury is not gonna stop me, you know.
the
Um,
R9 one for me. The
yeah,
R9 one for me was like the saddest because I was
yeah,
we're alive at the time. We were old enough to understand. I mean, at 24, you think he's not even in his prime. He had won everything by then already. I don't know.
yeah,
He had won the Champions League. That was it. He was half the player, but
yeah.
still on playing on one leg because the
Mm,
other leg, dude, he had a 9-inch scar. I saw this documentary of his, the year recovery. It was on a German channel,
mm,
subtitled. This
mm,
guy was running the sandy beaches, everything, and the recovery process is crazy. He
mm.
was, but still half the guy was still decent, wasn't he? He went
Yeah, yeah,
into Real,
yeah,
etc., and
yeah.
did some stuff. But But he was never the same though. From the age of 24. But he had already got 2 Ballon d'Ors. That's crazy.
Yeah. On Nazario, that's like he still managed to still be good, but like there was like you know that like he was not operating at a maximum.
You imagine him not having that,
He would have
he would have been tearing up.
Beast.
Tearing up.
Yes.
He already did. He's a
Yeah.
goat, and he's already the phenom, isn't he?
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
But let's not forget, at 24, he was half the player.
Yeah. Yeah. Bless him. And there's other big players as well that recovered from injuries that are big.
Who we got? Anyone in the chat writing there?
Ruud van Nistelrooy also had
one. Did he have the knee one?
Yeah.
No,
when he was playing for PSV.
For PSV.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one that definitely finished the player was Gaza. Definitely finished him.
After like being 9 months out, that's when he got his move. So you can tell like now imagine Ruud van Nistelrooy who hadn't ruptured his.
But the thing is, I look at Van Nistelrooy and I see a guy who's professional. He's a manager, etc. So he would have been doing his program, wouldn't he? He would have been resting, sleeping, eating. But someone like Gascoigne, he'll be partying. He'll be partying on a UAC, getting in at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
you know it is, and he did, because he was that kind of guy, wasn't
he? Yeah.
So that's not going to help your recovery, is it? No chance.
It's not. It's not. Also, Xavi also as well had an ACL injury.
ACL.
Yeah.
I mean, the severity and all that, we don't know, but that's that stuff.
Yeah.
Xavi had one, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a lot of big.
I wonder what age he got that at.
That one I don't know. But it was. Hold on, let's see. Big up Bali Tech, by the way, in the building. Shout out to you for joining us as well.
Big up Bali Tech. Big up, bro.
I have no fear. Bali Tech is here. We're in the building.
Bailey Tech.
Come on. We good, brother. Enjoying the Man City tears. Pep Guardiola has to buy more bottles of water.
Yeah, we love that. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone in the panel. Yeah, we're just going to have a nice little chilled Saturday right about now watching football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
That's what weekends are for.
Exactly.
Football, love it.
100%. So, do you have a dog in this fight, Man City versus Brighton?
No, I don't have a dog in this fight. The problem is, I don't have a dog in this fight. I just want to see them destroy each other.
Yeah.
Both of those teams are, in my opinion, doing a little bit better than us. So they can both destroy each other.
Is it my Wi-Fi or Buddy Tech's voice is a little crackly?
I think his voice is a bit cracked today. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I'll come back in.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
And Doctor just called it out to you. Your audio is audioing.
You got some.
Oh, Brighton almost scored. Almost. That was close to 2-1. Mente, man. Mente is another good player for Brighton.
Oof.
He literally
Mente or Baleba? Who do you prefer?
Mente.
Mente
I think
or
Mente.
Baleba? Okay, you prefer Mente.
Yeah, he's a good player, yeah. And
he's quick. He's
quality, yeah. Later on it's going to be let me see if there's any interesting La Liga games coming up. Let me check it out.
Real is in 2 hours time.
Oh, Villarreal
Does it
against
sound
Real
better
Madrid.
now?
Oh, we will be there. We will be there.
And they playing. I didn't realize Villarreal were fifth.
Does it sound better now?
Oh,
Yes,
Chris.
it
Yeah,
does.
yeah. Perfect. Yeah, absolutely
Does.
perfect.
Yeah, Villarreal are fifth, so they need that.
They're only 5 points of top four as well. I just saw the
Yeah, so
table.
that they'll be giving Real a good game.
By the
And
way,
Real
yeah,
have been playing in Europe.
yeah. Oh, Real
I
have
don't
been.
trust teams who have been played in Europe, going into the league. If the team that's fresher, even if they're a smaller team, if they're fresher, I think that sometimes count a bit. I.e., I know the quality still can come through Mbappe and all that, but this is like, it's a chance for Villarreal. They've had a whole week to train, rest, and Real Madrid have been playing a tough game against Atletico, extra time penalties.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Extra time
It's
as
no the
well.
percentages, the
Penalties.
law of averages, and the percentages. They tell you the stats tell you in all most leagues after European leg, especially even in Portugal, say Benfica, we play in Europe when we've been beat this season. It's after playing in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Portuguese league, you can get away with it maybe a bit more because, say, Benfica, because they got a squad and, the smaller teams are smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. How's Benfica doing this season?
We joined top on points.
With
But,
who? With Sporting?
Sporting have got Goicoechea, so they've got more goals.
Oh, how's the new manager doing? The one who's now taking over.
Yeah, he's.
I'm remembering.
He is.
Oh, was that another goal by City?
Nearly.
No, I
Nearly,
think they just
no.
scored. It's 2-1. Oh my goodness, what a goal! Is this the new kid again?
Who scored?
Wait.
Oh my!
Am I behind?
My shit's well behind.
Wow.
Is it 2-1? Definitely.
It is 2-1, and oh my God, Mahmoush, man, the new kid.
He scored, did it? Yeah, he's a live wire. He is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mamouche. Yes, yeah.
Oh, what a finish! What a
City
finish!
have found themselves a gem here.
That was violent.
Yeah, he's
that
good.
Was
he's
violence.
Good. People don't finish like this often, in the Premier League. Look at this violent shot,
Yeah, this guy's got. Yeah, he's a live wire, and he's got violence in his shot. Crazy.
Do you know that's another mistake that we've made in the transfer market by letting this sort of player go into City.
Bro,
in fact, this guy would play number 10
have
beautifully.
Found like Kevin De Bruyne success. He may not be creative, but boy, give him space outside the box.
Dude, that's the main thing. That's what.
What a finish as well.
That he proper put
what an
that, why can't Højlund do that? That's what I was saying yesterday. Putting your proper foot through that dude, that was a great shot. Right in the corner, hit off the post.
And the power, when the goalkeeper doesn't dive, you should know there's something exceptional about that shot.
He shot from the middle of the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the hardest, that's awesome. Oof. Yeah, you're a beast, he is.
Wow. Incredible.
What team was he at? Was it in France?
Oh, Frankfurt. No, Eintracht Frankfurt.
Oh, in Germany, was it? What's his...
in Germany.
What's his nationality? Turkey?
Egypt.
Or...
Egyptian.
Egypt. No, Egyptian.
Egypt have always made great players. They really have.
There's another guy over there, right? At Eintracht Frankfurt. He's gonna be like basically the Isak. He's gonna be like the new Isak. Yeah, he's called Ekitike.
Okay.
He's not gonna be that guy maybe for the next season or two. But obviously, if you sneak in there now, then as in a season or two, you could have the one of the best strikers in the league.
Wow.
But Man United, they're looking at what's that guy at Ipswich? They're looking at Delap and
Yeah,
Mateta.
Diddley. Is it Diddley? No, they're talking about Diddley and
Tyler
Rory.
Diblin
Rory.
and Mateta. They're looking at Mateta.
KG. They're actually looking at KG in the transfer market.
Someone's definitely going to come in though, because Amorim ain't going to go into next season without a centre forward
A
of that,
striker,
because he
yeah,
likes
centre forward.
he
That's
likes
what's exciting, actually. That's
he
something to
likes
look
a
forward to,
pillar.
you
He
know?
likes a pillar up front. He does, so the team can sort of play around it and
And
shit.
if that pillar is good at link up play and can form a partnership
Mhm.
with Xerxes, bro, we could cook. And Bruno,
That's what I'm saying. He'll bring the whole team together, sort of thing. It'll makes things so much easier. Come on.
That's why I say if getting Gyökeres or Osimhen is not attainable, then I like us to go for Ekitike, because I would like a skillful, pacey striker up front that can finish and can link up and all of that type of stuff.
That's what Mourinho used to do. That's what Mourinho used to do. When he used to get start his team, he straight away he wanted a crazy centre back, a crazy goalkeeper, and a crazy the spine, and centre forward. So, and Mourinho, that's why he's not going for. They're not going for Quenda. They want that striker. They do. Oyland will be the sub, growing because he's young.
Yeah, I think he should be a sub.
He's perfect impact with that energy and strength. It's perfect impact.
Yeah, I've been criticised a lot, right, for my take on wanting another striker. I've been criticised heavily because people think that Højlund is the second coming of Christ. But it's only until now that some people are like, oh, yeah, we have a problem with the striker. But I've been saying it from last season.
He needs support. He needs support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He needs another guy basically who's better than him. And he's chipping in because he is young. And he has to be patient. But he's in the right cauldron, because Man United are desperate. And he's desperate. Everyone's fucking desperate. He's desperate for a goal. Man United desperate for results. It's, yeah.
But also, you have to keep them hungry as well. You can't just, like when you're just, it's like you have a kid, right? And then you just give them £1 million. And it's like, oh, thanks, Dad. £1 million. Like, they haven't earned the £1 million. They don't know the value of money. They don't know nothing.
It's game over, dude. It really is game over. Yeah, the fire in the belly goes for sure.
Yeah, so because you've given him all that money, you're not expecting him to have that fire in his belly now, because you've created a soft child. Do you know what I mean?
Because they're giving him the silk sheets when he hasn't got the belt round him yet.
Exactly.
And even then, you shouldn't be on the silk sheets when you got the belt at your waist.
Exactly.
That's straight away. You get soft.
I always find that that's the time when boxers are the most vulnerable, when they've been earning big money for a long time.
Yeah, it's cliche, but it's so true. It softens you like mad, and that. And they say
guys,
that's the biggest problem in football now. You got dudes in the B team when they used.
Yo, guys, Nottingham Forest are 3-0 up.
Really?
In the first half, yeah.
Wow.
Nottingham Forest are 3-0 up.
God, Ipswich, the tractors are going. They're playing the tractors, aren't they? They're going slow. Them tractors.
Yeah, tractors. Yeah, they're going down.
The tractors. They need to get a Ferrari. The Ipswich. They're on them tractors.
They need to get
they need a horse at least.
Horse, anything.
A horse will go faster.
Yeah,
and it's got some.
If they got relegated, right? Would you take the lap for a cut price?
If they get relegated, Do you know what? Yeah, he's. Are you impressed with his clinical finishing? Do you think he's a clinical finisher? Seriously,
I
because I
don't
think he's
think he's
got
a
everything
clinical
else.
finisher yet, but I do
Yeah.
like the other side of his game that I've seen.
That's what I mean. He's got all that. The size in Denver, he puts himself about, can play back to goal. Yeah, he's he's good with his head. He's a big guy. He's got all that. I don't know about his clinical because I know Amory wants a killer. He doesn't want to be messing about because he's got that already there. He's got Hoyland already, so he wants a clinical guy.
That's the problem.
That
Do
is the
we
problem. Yeah.
keep Hoyland, or do
Mm.
we say nah, we'll get rid of you and then go get a proper striker like a Osimhen or Jokeres and then have the lap as the backup?
And we're not
Yeah.
talking. I'm not talking about getting a Cavani guy old. No chance. It's young but clinical. There's guys. If they search, there's guys out there. There's Goicoechea. They would have to. I would save all the money for him. I would say if you have to get 3 guys, yeah, or even 4, or get Goicoechea, I'll be getting him because he's just getting into his peak. Well, he's 26, 27.
BTG,
He's a guaranteed guy because of all his attributes. He's guaranteed.
Let's
Look,
let's
he's not
say
BTG,
just
right.
doing it. What
if
people are blind is they think he's just doing it in Portugal. No, he's ripping in the champ. He's scoring the Champions League, not ripping. He's scoring the Champions League, and he's scoring for every international match. With Isaac, imagine Sweden have got the best 2 centre forwards on planet Earth right now. Partnership, that is. They've
Yeah,
got
that's
Isaac
crazy.
and Goicoechea. Try and beat that. I start Goicoechea, Isaac next.
See, now this the Man United that we're supposed to be technically should have Jokeres and Isaac playing up front for us. But this is 2025 Man United. We have misfits up front.
Yeah, look what Box is writing. They scores more than Isaac. I didn't know that.
More goals than Isak for Sweden.
Yeah,
That's
he is. He
interesting.
scores loads. That's a hell of a partnership. Them 2 up front. Damn, not many countries got that right now.
damn,
Watch
this
out.
City Brighton game just got heated.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
it's a good game as well. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a good back and forth game.
Yeah.
They're both ball playing teams, aren't they? Brighton do. They're like an adventure themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They got positive players. They do.
How much of do you guys think like Brighton say, listen, this is our tactics to the coach? Like they have that, like it's not even like a coach's decision. Uh like how to make the team play. It's almost like they because I mean somebody needs to do a deeper case study on like how like say Graham Potter differs from De Zerbi's Brighton to what's his name, the guy after De Zerbi, um whatever his name is, I'm blanking out on him, but like just like how Brighton evolves, or if at all it evolves that style of play.
Okay, I think the case study, in terms of the case study, that
Yeah,
needs to be studied in terms of the style of play of the other managers.
Hurster,
However,
exactly. Yeah,
as far as I know, the Brighton model is right.
yeah,
You recruit for Brighton. You don't recruit for a manager. You recruit for Brighton
yes,
using your laptop,
yeah,
Mhm.
getting the best available players who can stay fit and be consistent.
yeah.
I believe they give them a certain amount of games to prove that they're good. So I think it's about 70 matches
Mm.
to prove that they're good. And if they don't prove that they're any good in that period, then they
They get rid
sell
of
them on. They just try and get rid of them. However, obviously, the aim is to bring players in on the cheap to sell them for a lot of money. And then also the managers that they bring in, they all play a similar sort of style of play. Now, yes, there could be different variations for different things, but they all play with the playing out from the back philosophy, and
Yeah, they do.
you know,
High
they're
press.
possession based, and all of that type of thing. So any manager that comes into Brighton's gonna have a similar sort of philosophy. Maybe not like for like the same, but the basics is the same.
Yeah.
And they're loving that South American market, though. They're really ripping that, which is something that I think they target it the most, don't they? South American.
I think Man United should start
And they've
flipping
got
into
a mix
that.
of Africans, Mithomas,
Yeah,
Asians,
and
like
African.
Bots,
And some Africans. They
your
definitely.
timer is
welcome,
continuing.
Doctor. Welcome, Ronald, to the conversation.
Big
Big
up.
up, guys.
Big up.
Oh, big up to
Hello.
everyone. Bots,
Salute.
just pause
Big
your
up.
timer, bro.
Say what?
Hello, everyone.
Pause the timer on your.
I forgot to do that. The conversation has been too good.
Big up to the doctor, making the hospital great again, yeah?
I need a doctor's crash out
Yes.
though. I need her to crash out.
Why should she crash out?
I don't know. The hot chip challenge might be
Because I'm
too
not going
much.
to do it. Pardon?
Oh, you're not gonna do the
Why
hot
does
chip
she need a
challenge?
hot chip challenge? Somebody in foot, let me know what happened.
She called Sir Bobby
It's
Charlton.
not that deep.
She called Sir Bobby Charlton the other one.
Wow. No, that's a red card. That's a red card.
Guys.
And to be
it's
fair,
not
she
that
was
deep.
actually having a lot going. See, again, context. She had a lot going on. I don't know. I think I remember her vaguely saying that it was like, I think she was not well even that day.
infection.
Yeah, so, there are semantics and context, but hey, on KG's channel, all those things don't exist. So I don't know.
Yeah. But
Listen, I'm doctor. Yeah,
yeah.
I love you, but it's unfortunate that you've made this mistake. Now, I regret to inform you
Ballytech, no,
that the hot chip
Ballytech.
challenge is necessary.
No, Ballytech. There's one.
I'm not going to do
there's
a
one
hot
more.
chip. That's
No,
definitely
doctor,
not
hold
happening.
on. I'm here to defend you. I'll be your lawyer in court because there's one more guy who's smiling ear to ear right now,
Okay.
but had a similar crime. So Ballytech, you tell me,
Yeah.
which offense is more or a bigger offense? Calling Sir Bobby Charlton, the other one, just because she forgot the name. She mentioned the other two names, and see, the guy has realized already where it's going. Or is it?
Ronald, we need to stay focused. Sorry, we lost connection with Ronald. We need to stay
Oh,
No, but you can't do that. You can't do that.
Wow. Hey, boss,
Yeah.
what was your mistake? Please.
Please tell us. What the hell do you just do, man?
Don't worry, as long as it's not that bad, yeah, I'll try to protect you from the hot chip challenge again.
It is bad. It's pretty bad.
It's bad. Wow.
So, Ballytech, as I was saying, what does GGMU stand for?
Glory, Man United.
Apparently, someone said "Go Man United." So,
Wow.
which one's a bigger crime?
Yeah, that's a madness still. That's a madness. That is an absolute madness.
What if
Because-
someone used
to
to
be
like Power
fairly
Rangers
honest,
and then also
someone
has dyslexia?
see.
Nah, but
Ballytech, see, to be fairly honest, right? Someone who might be like Riley's age, for example, a United fan, might have not heard about Sir Bobby Charlton, right? It's possible. At the end of the day, look at Endrick. He said he adored Bobby Charlton. That's bullshit, bro. Like, where did you find that clip?
no,
Right.
but wait, but how old you said this now, yeah, but how old is doctor?
But that's what I'm saying. Sir Bobby Charlton's name
I'm
is something that
old
okay.
enough.
I'm not saying she should not be. Yeah, she's old enough. She's a doctor for fuck's sake. But
I mean,
glory, glory, Man
so
United is something
so
you hear every
just so
day.
you know,
Like you hear every day. Balitech, do you understand? Before the game, during the game, after the game, we hear it 3 times. How many times did we hear Sir Bobby Charlton's name? But I don't know. I'm just putting it out there that this
no, I
happened.
feel like I don't have a million
But to
things
me,
going on.
that's just as bad as forgetting Fergie's name. That's hot chip challenge material. Still, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're both illegal. They're both illegal.
There was
Maybe you could do it on camera together. Both of you take it at the same time.
No, but I think bots did. What did you do the hot chip challenge
Bots already
for?
did it.
I
Which
don't
Yeah,
one?
think
What?
I'm doing no hot
yeah,
chips.
he actually
No,
did the
no,
hot
no.
chip.
But
Yeah.
what was the crime? Like what were you convicted
Supporting
of?
Eric Ten Hag for backing Ten Hag.
Yes,
Everybody
yes.
else jumped ship, and I stayed with
That's
him.
that's a violation in itself. How could man just
TSDL.
have you eat the hot chip,
For
believing
No,
in
me,
someone?
you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bots. They
believing in
done
Ten
you
Hag
dirty with
logic.
that.
Let me explain this to BTG because like he doesn't even know like the context.
He has no
BTG,
context. He
I
didn't
I
see you
was
fighting with the
chastised.
pillows on the sofa.
Yeah.
I had rocks thrown at me, BTG, for supporting Eric Ten Hag because
You're a 10-man, were you? You were
He
hanging.
was
You hanged.
nah
You
Manchester
hanged
United
your
BTG.
hat
fan.
on the 10.
BTG. Nah, BTG in the
Bots, they
group
done you
of
You
dirty
hanged
though.
your
people.
They
hat
done you
on the
dirty.
10.
BTG.
Do you know why they done you dirty? Let me explain why they done you dirty, yeah?
Fair play
This
to
is
my
why
friend.
they done you dirty, right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we basically brought in Dan Ashworth, yeah, who was on gardening leave for a long, long time, right? He comes in, right? We say, okay, we're gonna throw support around Ten Hag. We spend 200 million on players and coaches, yeah, to come in and help him, right? We give him 10 games, then we sack him, yeah. Then we bring in Ruben Almarin, who at the time that we sacked Ten Hag, we was only 4 points off top four. Yeah. We sack him, and now we're more closer to relegation than the top four. Yeah, in terms of the points, right? We lose game after game after game after game. I think Almarin lost like maybe 9 games or 10 games or something stupid like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ten Hag never lost that amount of games anyway. But so in theory, yeah, the people that have supported the manager's sacking, in theory, should all take hot chips because I've never seen it that bad in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen it that bad. Like, yes, I'm aware that there was a time before when there was relegation and everything like that, but I did not witness any of this. You understand?
Because
I only heard about it through learning through history.
because what there was two things Amorim could have done. He could have come in and sort of, I don't know, played along with the same tactics and so-called use the players to the strengths of the tactics and all that jazz. But no, he came with his thing, didn't he? And then the players, they definitely still haven't even clicked yet. And so obviously it went pear-shaped. But I think he gave us that warning. It's the so-called storm, la-di-da, there's going to be a storm, because for him to adapt that tactic, it's, especially in the Premiership, it can either go two ways, pear-shaped or very well, and it's gone pear-shaped.
I get that, but if we had seen this from any other,
could have gone 4-4-2 and painted over the cracks, and and then it's still there, whatever, but we'll have to, he said to be patient, didn't he?
but I get that. But do you know what ended up happening? Yeah, Amarin ended up saying, "I can't take losing no more," and he ended up, even though they're still playing his ideology, he's had to adapt to the players that he has in order to bring Casemiro into the team and not make him look bad. Like he's had to adapt to the players. Like people like
Oh,
Garnacho. Garnacho's not a good number 10, but he's had to adapt to the way Garnacho is playing. Like he didn't want to do none of that before. He's only started to do that in maybe the last 3 games or so. You start to see the players looking a bit better than they were looking before.
Yeah, I saw a lot of fight. I saw a lot of fight and the so-called a lot of more dog. I definitely saw more dog in the last, let's say, 2 games. Definitely, I think there's a bit more togetherness. I think it's
because of the adaptation. Because of the adaptation. Yeah. Now, in my opinion, that's something that when he first came in, he refused to do. So that in itself tells me that he was aware of his mistake after losing the amount of games he's lost, and he then said, "Okay, cool. I'm tired of losing. Let me adapt to the players." But when he first came in, everyone was of the opinion, including himself, that he should just stick to his tactics no matter the result, right? But people criticize Ten Hag for losing. I think he lost like 2 or 3 games when he first came in, and then he said, "Nope, I'm going to adapt to the players because I haven't got the personnel."
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, yeah, even if we have a significant turnaround next season, yeah, it's only because Ten Hag brought us to a certain point. He got rid of a lot of players that weren't up to standard, and had he had stayed, he probably still would have been getting rid of players. But we have to go super turbocharged on maybe getting rid of players because now the club has decided that, you know what, we want to get a new stadium, and paying this man 350k and 375k it's not feasible, which I could totally understand. But then we can't say if we gave Ten Hag a group of youngsters that he wouldn't have performed with them, because at the end of the day, our spine was rubbish. You can't tell me that Ten Hag is supposed to get top 4 with Højlund up front. Like you can't like, you get what I'm saying? Like, look what you've given him. Yeah, look what you've given him, and then now we're hounding him out the club, saying he's a rubbish manager. How many managers in the world is going to get top 4 with Højlund up front? You tell me.
No, Chan. We ain't winning the bloody championship. What are we talking
How
about?
How many managers gonna achieve top 4 with the midfielders that we got? Midfielders with no legs.
He's not a bad striker. He just doesn't have the confidence and mentality to play for Man United level. That's what
he's just not at the age. He's not at the age yet.
Age as well.
I mean,
we're playing with virgins up front.
And the thing is in our culture at Benfica, and that we say that the shirt weighs too much. Yeah, and the Manchester shirt just weighs too much. But you put a smaller team shirt on him, and he'll look like Haaland.
He will, he'll tear it up. Put him in Fulham.
His name just sounds like Haaland. There's no similarity.
But do you think that was the thing? Did you think that was the thing? Man, you sort of not say copied Man City, but sort of think, they go in that market, the Højlund, Haaland.
Yeah,
whatever.
it was.
But I don't even agree because Haaland was already proven.
Let's get our Scandinavian guy.
It was presented like that. They said
Haaland was proven. Haaland was already proven.
Haaland, but we got the Scandinavian.
He was
Højlund.
Exactly.
And then you better get in on this one, because otherwise Man City's gonna get Haaland and Højlund, and then it's gonna be
because with 80 million, with 70 million, with good scouting, they could have got a lot better players.
They were never in for Højlund. Like Man City was never looking in that direction ever.
No, but when you're selling it to Man United, the project
Bro,
is that.
You could sell a bag of chips to Man United for $150 million. They would buy it. Just say there's resale value and potential. Use buzzwords.
What resale value? We bought him. We bought him at the top end of his price. Yeah. Even if we was to sell him to another team, we would have to. Even if he done well, we would have to sell him for the money that we bought him for. Like there's not really any resale on that.
you're looking at it from a different perspective. I'm telling you about people who get excited on buzzwords, who
Okay,
just
fair
look
enough.
out for these words. Oh, okay, this word is being attached to this player. Yeah, I bet he's good. They don't know what the hell he does on the pitch. They don't know what our players in the club are
But
doing on the
Ronald, with
pitch.
that one, you just say, look, man, the Scandinavian market is the place to go. You look at Holland, and with this new one, you
That's true.
literally say
There's
and
people, some
Look,
people,
looking at who?
I know people that don't even watch football. They actually follow football through the fantasy, the fantasy league, and they know who's good through the stats. So they don't watch a single game. They don't watch the games. They just go through the stats, who's doing well, etc., etc., and they base their team on the stats, and it's incredible. And they don't even watch the game. It's incredible. It's kind of this fantasy football kind of does that a bit. People go stats, and whatever,
Well,
and the XGs,
the
but
bigger
they
the
don't.
bigger
They're not
issue
watching the games.
yeah.
the bigger issue at Manchester United, I think this was rightfully pointed out by Sir Rat the other day when he said that Glazers believed in people who were working over here while they were just chilling overseas. So it's like bots built a company and let me and Sasha run it the way we want to run it without even intervening and asking questions. He just put the money in, and not even his money. He just took a loan on his head, not even on his head, on the club's head, the entity he bought. So I don't think even Sir Jim Ratcliffe has. Sorry, my bad. My apologies. Sir Rat has met the Glazers as of right now. I don't think because I
No,
think in the
they've
last
met.
interview, no, bro, he said he hasn't met them. Bro,
No.
he
They've
said he
met.
hasn't met them.
No,
Ronaldo
I've
came back to the club second time, said I haven't met them. Bro, are you
Maybe
mad?
they met.
no,
Maybe
I've
they
had an
signed.
interview where he says he's met them before. Way
Maybe
before
they've
Sir Jim.
Yeah,
signed
maybe on a Malibu beach on a yacht.
on Zoom. They meet each other on
Of
Zoom.
course,
They meet.
they've chatted. They've had meetings. He's met.
No, bro.
Hey,
Again, having
Brighton have
meetings.
Yo,
scored.
Papi,
Brighton have
yo,
scored.
Papi, change the scoreline. It's change the scoreline.
Yeah,
Oh
Brighton have
my
scored.
God, Brighton have scored.
On goal.
Damn.
It's an own goal by this young by this new Man City player. I don't even know who the hell he is.
Oh, but that was
But
still.
it's 2-2.
It was still all Brighton. It was good header in there. Oh yeah, it was going out, but they put the heat on him there, made him make the mistake.
Whoa, Brighton, Munich. Whoa.
Man City cannot keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
They just cannot keep a
Oh,
clean
that's
sheet.
that's the new kid they recently signed who scored the goal. That's the new signing in January transfer window.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
So
I'm
one
I'm just
signing works
forgetting
out,
his
one
name.
signing doesn't work out.
Yeah, I mean Marmoush did work out, to be fair. What's his name? I think it's been given as a Brighton goal, but if it's an own goal,
No,
yeah,
it's given
If
as
it's
a Brighton
going on
goal.
target and it's a deflection, then
Jay
it's still a.
Hinshelwood.
I
They
don't
give
think
it
it
to
was going
Jay
on target.
Hinshelwood.
yeah, I think they've given it to the Brighton player. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have.
Did they? Yeah, because it
Wow.
wasn't going on target. It was it was going. You could see the
Yeah,
direction.
Kushinov, that's his name. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's he from? Kushinov.
Oh,
Kushinov. That's
by the way,
Eastern.
hold on. We got a super chat. Hold on,
Uzbekistan.
Ronald.
Sorry,
Super chat
go on.
alert. Men like Esco with a super chat. Big up Esco saying for us to break Spurs' hearts in the Europa League final 3-1. And then we have the party. Yes. If
I don't
if we
think
get,
bots. I
yeah.
don't think Spurs are gonna beat Frankfurt. I don't think so.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Why do you say that?
Quickly tell me how many people are watching and how many have liked the video.
We have at the moment 13 people watching on all platforms, and I don't know. I think we have 8 likes. Come on, guys. Luan
I
Yeah,
think they might
it's,
get beaten by Frankfurt as well. You
if
know, I'm not
if
gonna
we
lie to
reach
you.
Yeah,
if we reach
Frankfurt's going to invade London too. You seen how many of their fans travel? They're like 30, 40,000. They're crazy, man.
Bots,
They've
if we
seen they go on
reach
marches,
that
everything.
number
They
where the likes and the views match, I'll drop 5 memberships for you.
Oh, guys, you heard that. Kindly hit the like button. Ronald made a pledge. If
I
you
can't
hit
like I can't li- I can't like this. This could be 3-2 to Brighton in this game.
Yeah, I think I
I mean,
predicted
it's
that.
end to
I
end. Yeah,
predicted a
next
Brighton.
goal wins.
I
Yeah.
haven't done the prediction in I think like 3 months, I guess. I've just left it.
your mid-table
3
member
months.
table.
3 months. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, Brighton.
I'm just injury, bro, injury.
Brighton are playing with they move the ball fast. They bloody triangles, everything. Play some good stuff. They do. They set
Well,
things
I
up.
can't wait, until Man United start moving the ball around fast.
That's
because
what I mean.
I'm
That's what Brighton
sick.
are doing. Bang, 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 bang. It's like, what the heck? They're making Man City dizzy.
Yeah, I'm sick of moving the ball because under Sir Alex Ferguson, we used to move the ball around quick. You know, like when you watch old football,
Yeah.
you see them moving the ball around slow.
yeah.
But it's got to the
Yeah.
point now where we play so slow. If I go back and watch Sir Alex Ferguson at the helm, you see how quick we move the ball around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a
Like,
yellow card. That's a yellow card.
Ferguson was all about intensity and messing about. I think he was more heavy metal than
Sashiv, you were
Klopp.
about to be right. Can't lie.
yeah,
You were
100%.
about to be
They
right,
say
Sashiv.
Klopp is heavy metal. I think
Yeah.
Fergie was more. Fergie was like, you know, I mean, he wasn't messing about. It was that 4-4-2 get in your face.
You know that the type of game where you're creating like 15, 16, 17 clear-cut chances.
Guaranteed, and there's going to be loads of crosses for the strikers. Sharp, Giggs,
Yeah,
Kelskis, all them guys are going to be putting him in. No messing around. Bang,
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And we might score 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, of course,
But
of course.
you have 15
unless Hoyland's
chances.
there.
Yeah.
If Cole is there, if Andy Cole is there, you'll score.
Yeah, he will score. York, even York as well.
York,
Yeah.
I have a quick
you'll
question
score with
though.
them guys, but not with Hoyland. Hoyland will just seal.
Moving on from Hoyland, I think we've hated on Hoyland far too much.
When you've
but
seen the best,
yeah, like it's getting jarring at this point because I'll be honest, it's just recycle of the same points. We all know he's shit. I think shit looks better than him. But do you guys think Allison and Edison have fallen off as goalkeepers in the Premier League?
Allison, hell no.
Allison, no, I don't think so.
No, not necessarily.
If
Edison for me,
you watch the
maybe.
Premier
I think
League,
Edison, yeah.
Edison a touch, but I think it's also the defense in front of Edison. I think people like Ruben
That's a
Diaz,
good point.
everything are flops.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz definitely fallen off the cliff.
Yeah,
Ruben
and I'm a
Diaz-
Benfica fan. I could be like on his, getting on his, loving him, but no chance. He's been right. And I'm worrying for Portugal with him at the
How do you
back.
feel about Lindelof coming back?
BTG, did you make a profit on him? I'm sure you did, right? On Ruben Diaz? Was he like an academy player for you?
Ruben Diaz, yeah, make profit on all of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
How do you feel about Lindelof coming back?
He was academy, but he was always the one with the voice in the dressing room. He's got all the, he's like the
right
captain.
ingredients.
He's got that captain stuff, isn't he? But I don't think he backs it with the displays. Ruben Diaz, he's got the gob. He can, captain this, captain that, but he's got a mistake in him.
Yeah,
How do you feel about Lindelof coming back to Benfica?
You won't get a game.
Oh, really?
We're talking about maybe we won't get a game. Maybe no, you won't, because
apparently he's coming back on a free transfer.
Yeah, I'm just. Do you know what? Knowing Benfica, they'll probably take the guy that's definitely going to come back, and he's promised us, just like Rui Costa did back in the day, but he came back too late. Rui Costa is Bernardo Silva. He's definitely coming. Yeah, he'll come for
Oh,
2
Bernardo
Man,
years.
Silva.
you guys been producing jams,
Of course, we've got the best football factory in the world. What we're talking, well, in Europe, definitely.
Wow.
We'd be winning Champions Leagues and getting to finals of the youth thing. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like whenever we play Man City, any of the English teams, for instance, at youth level, under 18, we ball them. These are facts.
Yeah.
Chelsea have got good because they buy the best kids all over the world. So they're paying their kids like 30 grand a week. They have.
Yeah.
They got under 18s on 30 grand. It's been even known
Yeah,
for
but from
50
their
grand a week.
academy, nothing's coming up bright as
Yeah.
such.
They got Dorgu wages in their academy, Chelsea and City,
Yeah,
because
because
they
they're
buy them
buying.
young and that
Yeah.
tie them in.
Pause,
What
but
I
yeah,
don't understand is they bought Kenda, but
Yeah.
then they also have Esteval there as well. So it's like,
And yeah,
why do you need all these
yeah, but
kids? Like
Valley said
they've also, yeah,
it's for like from what or how I understood it is that considering how we are struggling right with PSR, it's the best thing to do with PSR because you're buying them cheap, right?
of course,
Because not
yeah,
all the youngsters costed them the same amount of money as Quenda, right? But if it works out, goes into the first team. If it doesn't work out, Chelsea knows how to sell players. Chelsea's the
and not only
only
that,
club.
there's the smaller
yeah.
teams
But
I'll
that
be
are
get
they
honest.
gonna
bigger
make a
people
That's a
profit
coming.
on
fact.
these kids?
Yeah,
Yes, they will, bro. I'm telling you, 100%. They will if they go ahead with the obligation, right? They will give us the 25 mil for Sancho. Watch them in 2 years flip Sancho for 40 or 50 mil to one of the
yeah.
Milans.
Lads, a team like Benfica could not survive, or Porto and Sporting, without the football factory of making players, because we don't get no payment offshoots or anything. Our
Yeah.
league, we don't get no money for bloody winning that Portuguese league. You get nothing, maybe a crate of beer, yeah, Super Bowl or
Okay.
something. So they have to turn over. So what you guys get in offshoots, say 150 million in the Premier League, for instance, we have to make say 80, 100 million to pay the wages to, to keep afloat on players. That's why you always see Benfica always selling someone, whether it be a Felix, a Bernardo, a batch of players. Remember Elder Costa, who used to play for Leeds and Forest. He didn't
Yeah.
quite make it. He went to Monaco. We sold a batch of players. It was Elder Costa. It was Bernardo Silva was included. There was about 5 of them. And Monaco, what they did, they just took a chance on them. They bought about 3 of them at once, 15 million, 10 million each. But they made their money back on Bernardo alone.
You guys sold
Because he made
Atletico a
it,
dream with Felix, though.
eh?
You sold Atletico a dream when they bought Felix.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't believe Atletico came with that money. Jesus. And you know what hurts? Is that we've made all that money on Felix, and yet the guy that should have been 120 million, but he doesn't, is João Neves. PSG troll us. Their fans troll the Benfica fans on the social media like mad. All they write is, thank you for selling us to us so cheap. Thank you for,
João Neves, yeah.
sarcastically. Because 60
Damn, bro.
million for a dude that's not a teenager and he's an absolute animal. It's 60 million. He's cheap, he is. He's a guarantee.
But this is the thing now, yeah. Our lack of financial power has allowed PSG to sign João Neves, has allowed PSG to sign Cava Escalia, and they'll most probably, I won't be surprised if they go and sign Victor Osimhen in the summer. And you think of those 3 signings, how they would transform PSG. PSG is already looking crazy. If they now sign Osimhen as well, and I hear they're gonna try and get Van Dijk. If they go and get Van Dijk, you're looking at maybe a Champions League going to Paris potentially.
I tell you what, they did. Look at another one. Benfica made shitloads of money. That Gonzalo Ramos, he's all right. He's no world beater or anything, but they've paid 80 million for him.
Yeah, you
On 2
reckon?
payments, 80 million. So that's what I'm saying. Benfica will always sell a guy for 80, something like that, because they've got the heritage of of making the players, which they do, over the years.
But then you've also robbed people. You've also robbed
Yeah, of course they do. Nothing's always. I mean, they can't all be good.
Look at the Enzo at Chelsea as well.
Definitely.
That was a robbery.
Yeah, 120.
But you see where he's going, Enzo, next year. They're already pitching him to Real. And I think
he won't go to Real
I just read it today in
Real
I
Betis,
read it
maybe.
today in the press. It's quite good press. The Real want him for that for the three in the middle. And I think he would suit Real because Real he would be protected. Yeah, the referees protect you, everything. Any little touch, you can fall down for a foul. Yeah,
Chelsea will probably set, but he's their captain. I don't. Anyway, Chelsea's a selling club now. They'll sell anyone.
Yeah, but Chelsea will probably because he doesn't play all the time, Enzo, though, does he? There's a bit of a, and let's face it, his agent he'll be asking his agent if he can get him at Real. He doesn't want to be at Chelsea. He went to Chelsea from Benfica because Chelsea put up the most money.
And they were probably paying the most at the time.
Yeah, it was. There was loads of bids, but Chelsea
what a ball! Oh my God! Oh, save!
They break the bank, don't they, Chelsea?
Yeah, they do. That was sexy.
That was a great ball. That was like
a big checkbook.
That was similar to Xerxes' ball. Do you see that Xerxes ball he put?
Yeah, that ball was crazy.
To the feet. That was crazy shit. That was on some Rui Costa. He used to do them to Inzaghi and Savchenko.
Yeah.
Great ball. I like the fact that he's got that in him, Xerxes.
Number 7 shirt.
Yeah.
Amouche nearly scored. He is a live wire. Is it Amouche? Yeah.
Yeah, Mamouche, yeah.
Gavriel's good though, isn't he? The Croatian guy.
Oh yeah. Guardiola, yeah. Come on. I want Brighton to get a goal.
Okay, so you do have a dog in the fight then.
No, because then we get a better performance from Man City as well. Like they're gonna try and struggle. I actually like see Man City struggle because they just looked too good for a long time, So
me personally, I would like to see Man City push Arsenal into third. Personally,
Man City.
Oh.
Yeah, The banter would be better, wouldn't it?
No, I want them to complete the three-peat at number 2.
Pushing them into third would be funny.
Second goal. That's why Arsenal win.
I think Arsenal has to again. What do you call it? Guard of honor, I guess, to Liverpool.
Anfield as well.
I think they're becoming pros at that.
That's bridesmaid settings,
Huh? That's what?
Bridesmaid.
Bridesmaid, like
bridesmaid.
Bridesmaid of the Premier League, 100%.
Why does Grealish? Why Gvardiol's on the ground? Why does Grealish even try?
The thing about Arsenal, you get all these channels out there, this and that, Arteta, and about not.
Welcome along to the most of enemies.
Top 4 is seen as winning it as winning a trophy.
A trophy.
No, but that's the thing. BTG. That's what I tell all the Arsenal fans I know, including the people at AFTV. No. The problem is these guys were the ones, all the lot at AFTV. You name any one of those, Turkish, the one who shall not be named, Troops, and all of these guys. They used to kill Wenger for doing the same thing that they're glorifying Arteta for. Wenger was getting them top 4 easy.
FA Cups as well.
But also,
they never even had to worry about it.
Top 4 itself deserves a trophy. Those were his actual words.
Yeah, and this guy says it's a process. Bro, this guy's been talking about a process for the last 5 years. And just this season, he said they're in phase 4. What the hell is phase 4? Is this an LG TV?
The thing is, Arsenal are content that their hierarchy are content with the top four because it obviously gets them the Champions League
Their
football, and
hierarchy.
that's
Ownership.
seen as
So
achievement.
here's
He'll
how.
only be contested. He'll only be contested if he gets a fifth place.
See, here's
Arteta.
how I
That's
have.
the only
No,
time
Arteta would not be contested. I'll tell you why.
he will at
There are
fifth
no. There are certain reasons why Arteta
when the
is
money
where
don't
he
come
is.
in. He will, my friend.
No. I'll tell you the reason why, sir. Because Arteta is the second highest paid manager in football right now. He earns a massive
15,
15 mil,
15
and
mil a
that
20,
is
year as
not
well.
15
mental.
mil is not for him and his
Is it more
coaching.
than Diego Simeone? I think he's
It's
second highest.
crazy,
No.
and he don't win
Simeone
it.
is the top. Simeone is a top dog. Don't come. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
I
think
think Arteta is a part of the
no.
protected group in this country. It's called
Facts.
LGBTQ HDMI.
He
I
is.
have no idea where he's going with that, but
Yeah.
because he's the spokesperson, you know
I
how
just
BTG right
couldn't
now,
believe for his own sake.
Glazers had to bring
Yeah,
in Surgeon Rat, right, to take the
yeah.
brunt of everything. That's what the Cronkies have done with Arteta. They're like, you know what? We're gonna take a back seat. No one's gonna complain about us. The only complaints are going to Arteta, and he has to handle it. That's what he's getting 15 mil paid for. He ain't getting 15 mil paid for no tactics, because man has zero tactics. He's playing Mikel Marino up top as a striker. He's
But
out of
man
his
gets
depth
top four, and they get Champions League, and they're happy with
because
that.
other
I
teams are
love it.
shit right now. If
Exactly.
Chelsea were back to where they were, United were back to where they were, Tottenham was back to where they were 3 seasons ago, Arsenal finishes seventh or eighth. They don't see top four.
Mid table, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, from
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
Because
I don't
on
like. He's an arrogant little shit. He is Arteta.
because again, you have to understand who was their DOF before this bots? Do you remember Edu? Edu
Mm.
Yeah, I
left
do,
the
yeah.
club
He's
for
useless. Edu was.
he might be useless, but he's joined a group, and that group, one of the teams is Forest as well, right? So he's joined a group where he's managing three clubs now, and he left Arsenal not because he was feeling less ambitious in life, because he couldn't voice out his opinions above Arteta. Arteta had a higher say than a DOF.
One of them three clubs is a Portuguese
It's a
club.
fact.
I think it's
Yeah,
Rio
it's a
Ave.
Portuguese club. Yes, you're
Yeah,
right. Yes,
Rio
you're
Ave
right.
from Moreirense and
Yeah.
Olympiacos, isn't
So
it?
I guess. So
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Braga, by the way? As a Portuguese
What
watching
about
fan.
Braga in the past 30 years? Yeah, have given Benfica, but probably our biggest defeat, i.e., when they got to the Europa League final with Porto, which they did recently in the past 10 years. They beat us in the semi-final.
Okay.
Okay, so it was a Portuguese final in Dublin or something. It was, but they played us in the semi-final, and we were obviously pretty confident because they like our our misses. They're like our misses
bless you.
in the Portuguese league, and they beat us, dude. And then Porto had theoretically an easier final and won it. So,
Okay.
what do I think to them? In what way? How big they are? What?
No, it's because apparently Man United have been looking at some of their players.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
like
the
who?
reason.
we
Like
have
who?
been we
Like
have been
who?
linked with this. We have been linked with this player called like Roger
Imbalo,
Fernandez.
Roger Fernandez.
Yeah.
I'll be honest,
Yeah.
Sashiv, till it hits pen to paper, bro, do not take care of any name. No name is coming to Manchester United unless it's pen to paper. Everything is a bloody
Yeah,
damn PR at the end of the
yeah,
day.
Yeah, they'll
Because
only
100%.
right
you'll
now, if we
Yeah, we've
lose to
been
a
moving.
team, they pull out, some names from the bag of hat that they have. They're like, oh
This is
yeah, this
so true.
random kid who's playing in this team, is the next thing. Bro, he's not the next thing. He's just the next name for you.
Do you know what? Do you know
Exactly.
what I
Next
find
name.
interesting? They've brought, obviously David Ornstein is like a credible source of information. But it's like now, it's like David Austin. Are you working for these man, or are you trying to deliver
Yes,
the
he is.
info
Yes, he
like
is.
how it
Because
was?
I'm telling you
Balitech,
now,
I'll
my
tell you
friends,
who.
the guys that are
Uh,
doing the recruiting at Man
BTG.
United now, for me, ain't no it is Amorim and his team. They have data. They know who they want. They know who's out there. I know they do. Okay, so they be making the choices. It's going to be like that, and when that we only going to know when they've signed to paper. So
But
there's going to be
again, was
speculations.
the club was supposed to be moving away from manager-led signings, so
Yeah, it's
I
But
going
can
to be a
agree.
you'll still have the
it's going
same,
to
my
be a
friend, because it's
combination.
his system. It's his
It's going to
system.
be a combination. But Balitech,
Yeah,
you touched upon Onstein, right? I think he got the brown bag. You know who did not get the brown bag and who's off the payroll now? You look
Fabrizio,
at his tweet. No, no, no. That's a dumb youth. If you look at his tweets, you'll see his father was the top journalist for us, and now he's just pissed. Look at his tweets. Samuel Luckhurst. Look at his tweets, bro. In the last month, man's on a weird one. He's just exposing
mm.
everything under the sun he can. And he says
mm,
it as it is. He's not even like fabricating words, or he's not even like, sugarcoating things. He just gives it raw. Pause. The way it came out, he ain't sugarcoating nothing. If the manager was sulking on the left side of the pitch, he will say it as it is.
what like so things like when he's saying that the players don't think Rasmus is a good player and they're not passing to him and all of this, like all of these things are supposed to be true. I take it. The
Now,
management don't
if
rate
Lucas
Rasmus and all of this. Apparently, the backroom staff don't rate him.
has Lucas tweeted that, I don't think so.
He said all of these things. He said all of
No.
these things in his newspaper columns.
In the past, he might have, but I'm talking about the last month period itself.
Okay, yeah, he said it a bit longer than that though.
Yeah, I'm talking about the last month.
Okay,
Just go back to his tweets. Like, eh, bro, I'm telling you, there's something going on with Samuel Lucas, because even like him talking about the statements coming out for Sir Rat, bro, he doesn't sugarcoat nothing.
So who are you on about? The guy
Samuel
who's that
Lucas.
Sam? So he's the what? Is he do the signings or what?
No.
What's
He's a
he's
journalist
basically a journalist that
oh,
who
journal?
used to be
He-
on PR
Oh,
for the
yeah.
Glazers. Ever since Sir Rat came in, yeah, the relationship's broken, I guess.
mm. Well, it looks like the Sir Jim's going to do more, keep us more up to date. But Gary Neville did press him though in that interview, whether they need to get in it together
No,
or not.
no,
That it's like the Glazers,
no.
they keep
That
limit.
was no pressing. That was like
Nah,
Xerxes
just
No, no,
that
trying
no.
to
It's
bit
press.
where
nothing.
he,
It's nothing. It's
That was
nothing,
Xerxes
man.
trying to press up front. I'm sorry, but
I'm
that
just
that
saying
was
that bit
nothing.
where he said, but the
BTG,
Glazers
honestly,
are taking
if you
money
look at
out.
that interview again, right? If you look at
Yeah.
that interview was more like, "Hey, I am your next director of, like, I'm your next board or member of board
Yeah,
interview,"
yeah. Member body.
rather than actually trying to dig into something. All these questions that he asked were, I'm sure, given like a month or a week before to Sir Rat, and
Mm.
he could categorize that. Okay, you can't ask me this. I'll not answer. He had look at the confidence. If you go into an interview where you have no idea, you'll have an you'll have a hesitation before you answer a question. You'll listen to the question, you'll understand, and then you respond. If you watch the interview again, because I watched it twice, I had to go through the horror twice. I saw his confidence was on point. Question asked, man was ready with the answer. Brother, you just
But
told
he
me
did go a
that
bit red. He did go a bit red. I don't know if it's the wine he drinks
because
late at night.
the follow-up
When
questions, he wasn't prepared
when
for
he
that.
pressed him about he did go a bit red and whatever. His complexion changed when he was on about that. The Glazers are taking the money out. They've left a hole and all that sort of stuff. And that they are basically Neville said that they are the problem, so to speak. But then he sort of went on about
Yeah, but
no, but
then see the
we
thing
got to
is
make cuts
how he
and
tried to
this.
switch it up is if you ask him about Amarim, right? In the entire interview, he talked about the factors that were there before Amorim. He talked about Eric Ten Hag. He talked about Richard Arnold. He talked about Ed Woodward. He talked about signings and the other aspects of justifying Amorim. But when it came down to the Glazers and he was asked the question on the same stead, he said, "Well, I'm not trying to look backwards. I want to look forward.
Oh
Brother,
yeah,
choose
yeah,
your path." Like, what the hell is going on, old man?
yeah. He
Either you have
wanted to.
Alzheimer or you're just hit in your head.
He
Yeah,
wanted
but
to look on the bright
he
side.
probably signed the NDA, and he's probably signed some sort of an agreement where he can't discredit them publicly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they
absolutely. Then
do
he
that.
could
I agree
only
with that.
say,
They do that
see,
definitely.
Ali Tech, the simplest way of saying it was that, hey, they are passionate people. Either they just did not trust the right set of people, or they did not have the sporting group like we have brought in right now to actually help them in the last 10 years.
But
It's
then
simple.
also, I think he kind of did say that kind of excuse by saying, "Oh yeah, well, they just bought the club. They was in America. They left the club with people that they trusted and whatnot." So that's a way of avoiding
Yes,
accountability.
and that's the whole point. Like, it's this interview was not about digging something. This interview was like a PR interview for the Glazers that they're innocent.
Yeah, basically. But in theory, if I saw them walking down the street, they would regret that walking past me. I tell you that for free, because at the end of the day, for me, what they've done to this club is criminal. Yeah, they've committed acts of treason. They bought the club on debt. They didn't have the money to buy the club, and then they slurped all of the equity out of the club. Leave they left the Old Trafford to rot.
It
Yeah,
was a guaranteed robbery,
No,
basically, for
but see,
them.
the thing is, Balitech, the thing is,
Guaranteed.
uh, Sir Rat shows up to games doesn't mean he's a better owner, right? Because the way Glazers have treated us in the last 12 years, ever since this guy got in on United, he's treated OG Nice the same way. He's even gone on to the record and say, I don't enjoy going to their games because it doesn't excite me. Brother, why did you buy them in the first place then? So clearly, the man
he's a
has no
snake. He's
intention
a
to
snake.
improve a club. His intention is, I'm an old man, one rank away from death. I just want to leave a legacy behind. He has made money. Brother, he has made money, right? Maybe the right way, maybe the wrong way, whatever way he chose. He has got the money now. He wants to leave a legacy because a lot of people rich die and get forgotten. They always are not remembered because they were rich, and he's not exactly the richest in the world to be remembered like that. In Britain, fair enough, yeah, would be remembered for a while, but then there would be another one who would surpass him. So he just wants to leave a legacy that, you know what, I built a stadium for United, I did this for United, because he knows this sport and club will go for a longer period of time than his heritage or his money.
Hey, I
His
tell
kids
you
are
what,
Chelsea
mate.
fans. Because if this guy, if, God forbid, I don't wish death upon anyone but him, but if anything happens to him, the club is part being owned by people who don't know nothing about football and part owned by people who love Chelsea, the football club.
Do you know why that's a? Do you know why that's a fact? That this stadium thing happened. The same thing with Benfica. I lived through the same thing in 2004. Yeah, early 2000s when there was the Euro that Portugal got beat to Greece. That Euro, yeah, they built a load of stadiums, and they went to a vote because Benfica, the members, owned the club. We had no, oil merchant or whatever owns the club. It's the fans. So anything that happens has to go to a vote. Yeah. So they went to a vote for the stadium, yes or no, and they voted yes because they were sold the wonderful new this, new that, blah blah blah. I was one of them that wanted it, the old one to remain and do it up like St. Benabel. But it was a big built. It was the biggest stadium in Europe at the time. Benfica's 120,000. Camp Nou was the second biggest. So it was a big project to do that. So they just went on the cheaper version was to get a new one. You know what I'm saying? Nice little bodge job. We got a stadium like Arsenal's, so it worked out cheaper. And looking back, I miss the heritage is still there because the stadium was literally built next to the other one. They actually took half of the other one and started building the other one. Yeah, we played at another stadium whilst it was building for a year at the National Stadium. So it's still on the same spot. So I like that fact. Yeah, the heritage, the same spot, etc. The spirits are there, aren't they, of the old players, if so to speak. So I still like that, but then it's it's just a normal corporate like an Arsenal
Yeah,
stadium.
but
It's the
our
same
club doesn't even
same
respect that,
makers.
BTG. See, the thing is, our club doesn't even respect that. They've taken money away, which is
Mm,
40K annually from old players. Now, Gary
that's
Neville
crazy.
kind of explained it that these old players are not like this money is not for Neville to fill up his car tank or Rooney to go on a bender, right? That's not the kind of money. This money is for players who played in the 50s and the 60s or the 70s and might have fallen
Yeah.
off, and they're not really doing well, because not every footballer makes it to the top, right? Top tier where he has financial security.
And they go
So
into
they use,
depression. Most of them go
yeah,
into depression
and they use
afterwards
this
and to
money
alcohol
for,
and whatever.
yeah, so they use this money for
They
their
need help.
family, for their funerals, not their family funerals, but just the player funerals, and they've cut that as well. So the new owners, they don't respect no heritage or
No
the
chance.
past, anyways.
No chance. That's why I like. He could be doing a better job or whatever. But I do like the fact. Say our president at Benfica's an old legend, Rui Costa. So as the young guy, I mean, at the minute he's kind of stable, but he's had a lot of flack. But one thing I like about him is he's bringing back old, which we lost a couple of decades ago, bringing all the old legends back onto our TV, to the matches, this and that. You know, what I mean, because you're bringing the heritage, it makes you stronger, and the new players that are there, when they see the ledges there, you know, what I mean, it's people to look up to. Yeah. If Eric is knocking about there and Schmeichel and this and all them legends, you know what I mean? The people look up to them guys. It might motivate them to put more of a shift on the day, sort of thing. So
Eric
Well, you
Cantona even offered himself. He's like, I would be more than happy to be like a coach or whatever role you want me to have for the strikers right now. But do you think these guys would be good enough to hire? No, they would not, because Eric Cantona is the kind of guy who his head goes left, man's gonna punch up Sir Rat in the stadium. He doesn't care.
if so, what would you guys? You know, I brought that up about the voting or whatever, the members. What would you guys vote then if that vote was done? Yes or no? New or not? Redevelopment or a new stadium?
New
I'm going with
ownership.
the new state. I'm going with the new stadium
New
and
stadium, yeah. New
new
stadium.
ownership as well.
I
Because
want
that's
the
simple.
new
Because that's
ownership
it.
first, and
Because
then
I
the new
went through
stadium.
that. Yeah, I'm a member of my club. Yeah, I play every. I pay every month to my club. It's not a lot. It's called a correspondent member. Yeah, so it's only like £9 a month.
Yeah.
Because I live abroad. I don't live in the country. But obviously, you remember if you've got a season ticket or if you're just a correspondent. But I still get cheaper tickets, cheaper discounts on everything. And it's a good discount when I go and watch Champions League games. You know what I mean? You'll save about 30 quid on the ticket, 40.
Nice.
Yeah, so the 70 quid ticket when I went to Barca to watch them, the 5-4 game. So it was a 70 quid ticket because I'm a member. I got it for €40.
That's pretty
Nice
steep.
seat. Yeah, nice. So €30, that's what, 35 quid. That's cheap, man.
Yeah, that's
For
pretty
Benfica
sweet.
Barca, watching Barca.
Wow.
35 quid. I mean, that would probably cost you that to go and watch Championship. Leeds. Yeah, Leeds. To watch Leeds is about that or more.
So what is it a similar sort of price for league matches?
Yeah, that's cheaper. So if I went for league matches, unless it's not Porto or whatever, you can get a ticket like for 20, 25, 20 quid. 80, 20 quid you can get them. You can get them for the cheap tickets. The problem with Benfica is they've got a 65,000 stadium, yeah, and they have 55,000 season tickets,
Wow.
red passes. So there's only 10,000 available to the public, and they are the cheap tickets up at the top, whatever 20 or whatever. So
Wow.
there isn't a lot to play with, and we're doing our stadium up this year to 70,000. Well, that's not much more. We're doing some development this year. They're starting in a few months, so we're going to 5,000 more to 75,000. But we used to be 120,000, dude.
No
I've
way.
been, yeah, Google it. I've been in Benfica Stadium for many times with 120,000. For instance, I watched the final in 1990 there. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the second biggest attendance the stadium had. They recorded 126,000, 127,000, but there was easily 140 there, Jude, because every alley, every staircase, the health and safety was out the window. Yeah. Everybody was sat everywhere, and it was the final of the under 21s actually World Cup, Brazil Portugal. Roberto Carlos played in that game, by the way.
Wow.
He was 19. The game's on YouTube. You can see the start of the game. There's a helicopter footage of the stadium. Yeah, honestly, 120. Yeah, easily 130 there, more than 130.
Incredible. Wow.
Yeah.
So was that like was that obviously it's amongst the biggest stadium, but was there any bigger ones
Where?
like around Europe?
Yeah, the biggest stadiums in Europe was obviously Benfica's. I'm talking between 85 and 94. You feel me? We had
Okay.
120,000. Camp Nou was 115.
Wow.
Then it was Bernabeu. Yeah, Bernabeu. They've always been like about 80,000 or something. Then what else was there about? San Siro was always a big
I remember
one.
there was a Greek team. I can't remember which one it was, but I know they had over 100.
Yeah, there was some Russian national stadiums or the big or whatever, but the biggest attendances of Benfica.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no cap. Benfica, Marseille, for instance, when Chris Waddle played Papa, Tigana, and all that, we played him in 1990. That was over 120,000.
Wow.
It was awesome. I've seen loads of games there. I mean, it would look half full, but then there would be 90,000 there.
Oh yeah, let me ask you this question, right?
I saw Benfica Juventus there, 1994. We smashed them up nice and good, 2-1. They got a lucky penalty because they're diving Vialli, didn't they? You know Vialli from Chelsea, biggest diver ever. Biggest diver ever, Vialli. I mean, he had it mastered, Vialli. He was that Italian. It was when the Italians still had. Now they don't do it as much now.
Of course, it's VAR today.
Back in the day, dude. Back in the day, why do you think Italians make good actors? Pacino, De Niro, Del Piero, Vialli. You feel me? You getting the Stallone? You're getting the gist, and they make the best actors.
Question, right? Obviously, we know that the Portuguese league produces players for the masses. You know, they've got a big heritage of producing players for all over Europe, for all the bigger teams. But and you touched on it before by mentioning that they need to sell a player or two for a certain amount of money. So in theory, they've made the most profit. in terms of bringing in players, selling them on.
Fact.
If you're getting 100 million on a player here or there, like you're
The charts are
literally
there, Bailey. Bailey, you bang on, my friend. The charts are there. I don't know if there's some of these Twitter things you can follow with like that football style. They did it for the last 10 years. Two teams made $1 billion in transfer revenue. It
Wow.
was Benfica and Ajax.
okay.
Well,
So the question,
I
the
think
question I
Monaco
like
did
to
a lot.
field,
Monaco did well also because they
yeah,
went on that scheme. They were buying young players off other teams, and they already had, I think, Mbappe or whatever. They bought Bernard, and then playing him young, and then selling him on. So they made
Wow.
loads of money in Monaco too. But Benfica and Ajax came top. They made a turnover of $1 billion, dude, over 10 years. It's crazy, and we
that
still
is
have to watch
crazy.
shit. Yeah,
So
Google
the
a little
question I
Google
like
will
to
tell you that.
field, because I'm aware that you guys are making a lot of money,
Yeah,
incredible amounts
Bill.
of money. But the question I like to field, right, is like obviously they're making money through sales and whatnot. But
Mm.
who's benefiting off of this money? Because if a club is always making profit,
The Glazers should
at,
go there.
at some point,
Yeah, but you know, the
don't
Benfica,
we say we want to
there's
just
an
keep
answer
our
for that.
players?
Bailey, there's an answer for that. The
Mm.
big difference, it's complex because the big difference is Man United are a football club, yeah?
Yeah,
Benfica isn't a football club, nor is Real Madrid, nor is Barcelona. They're not football clubs. They're sporting clubs. They play
okay,
loads of sport. You know, seriously, they play loads of sports. You know that basketball, la la la, Barca rep. Look at Luka. Luka Doncic. He used to play for Real Madrid basketball, didn't he?
yeah,
He tore up Europe when he was a kid there. So anyway, so all that stuff, especially with Benfica, gets financed through that, believe it or not. And that's the biggest debate we have in Benfica now. We have people that say get rid of the sports, keep all the profit, the so-called bill, and make super teams or whatever and win loads. Yeah, or just keep all these sports and keep our heritage because we play nearly 30 something sports. Yeah.
mm,
The problem is the sponsorships and whatever isn't enough to feed the players, to training, blah, 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 wages, the lot. It isn't. So the football, i.e. Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz, and all them guys are paying for the basketball, for the athletics, for the, swimming, you name it.
okay. So
You
the
feel me?
wider money goes to all
Yes.
the other teams. I
Yeah.
get it.
Football gets a big majority, of course. Let's say 60, 75%. I don't know, but I know
But
it's a
Real
percentage.
Madrid football team, I mean, they invest in the squad to win. So Benfica's more
Yeah, but Real
investing
Madrid,
to sell.
Real Madrid. Pardon, I don't want to I don't want to say a bad word, but Real Madrid went get bailed out, dude. They went bankrupt, right? You might like Man United now, say they go bankrupt. Who is there to
Yeah,
bail them out? When Real Madrid went bankrupt not long ago, who bailed them out? The
I mean,
council, the city,
okay.
and the bloody king. The royal family in the
I
royal
thought the
family
league
in
stepped
Spain.
in to bail
The
them
royal
out.
family in Spain are all Real Madrid, yeah.
Big up, Kenny. Yep.
These are
Yeah.
known facts. But yeah, the city bailed them out because it's the revenue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like Manchester's trying to use can use Man United for that new project as a revenue.
Wait, what happened? Manchester's trying to use Manchester and you got cut off, BTG.
Sorry, my friend. Yeah, but they got bailed out by the local council of Real Madrid. Because it's and the
So why
Athletic
isn't
Madrid
nobody
fans
bailing
not
us
happy about
out? Why is nobody bailing Manchester United out?
Yeah, and that's why Athletic Madrid fans were pissed off. Yeah, but Real Madrid is the biggest football institution in the world. So, they got bailed out like that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Whereas when we went where I grew up in the 90s, late 90s, Benfica, we didn't get bailed out. We had to sell land because Benfica had a lot of land, so they sold a lot of the majority of their land around the stadium. Around the stadium, we had loads of land, so we sold loads of land around the stadium to the council of Lisbon. Yeah, to fund obviously the debt and all that jazz. But so you got to have something. I don't know if you've got any plots or any any bit of land or something here and there.
Well, there is a rumor that we own. Well, I guess it's really this money that's going to probably come from like the development of the area, that should benefit United in one way or the other, whether directly or as an externality. I don't know, but yeah. But at the end of the day, like I want to see us, like, I'm excited by the stadium talk, and I like the other.
Yeah, it's good. It is good. I mean, it is good. Looking forward, I mean, it looks the bee's knees. It does. But people just got to move the times. The city, like they said, it's the biggest growing city in the country and all that jazz. So it needs touching up.
Do you know
and it's
one
an old
thing, right?
city. I've been to Manchester, and it's an old city. It's an old industrial city, the oldest. You know, I mean, Old Trafford. That's why it's completely called Old Trafford. So yeah, I mean, shit needs rejigging, doesn't it?
Do you know one thing, right? And this is what a lot of people don't understand is basically I've gone over that Sir Jim Radcliffe interview again, and one thing he said, right, which was a literal red flag for me, which it went over my head the first time, was he said that there's no point of basically building a stadium unless the government is willing to finance the regeneration of the area. So basically, if the government, and even though the government has agreed to it, the government didn't say, yeah, we're going to start building today, this year, 2025, we're going to start building. So it's his promise and his dream and the model and everything else that you're seeing is predicated on when the government decides, okay, let's get the bulldozers in and start regenerating the area. So if the government doesn't start regenerating the area, let's say this year, maybe it takes a long time for them to sort out the finances and whatnot. This could be 5 years from now.
I think the finance side of things is going to be the country. The country I don't know who's approached to, but I think the country is going to it's going to be like a loan, but a sweet loan. Okay. Because the country wants to regenerate. Yeah, it's also to their benefit. So in my opinion, they've turned up with Man United, said, "Look, Man United, you're the biggest brand in the country. We want to rejig that area. So you come and be the face, because you also need a new house. So you can be the face. You're getting what you want. We'll rejig it. We'll do the finance."
And apparently United owns a lot of the land.
Yeah, I don't know about the land, whatever. So they'll loan, because as the government, they want to do that. They want to rejig it. So they use Manu as a
But my thing is, if they don't do it now and they do it, let's say, because Sir Jim initially said that to build the stadium, it would take 10 years. Then he halved it by saying that, but we can ship the pieces in through the Manchester shipping canal, right? Okay, cool. Even if you're going to use that shipping canal, right, to half the time, my thing is, if the government doesn't decide to start building from today, that means, let's just say, for argument's sake, the government's ready to commit to this project and start having boots on the ground, putting in the bricks and everything else, right? It could be 5 years from now. And then, so if it's 5 years from now, they start committing to this project, that means we might not see a stadium until like 2035, as an example.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so that's the only thing. I want them to be clear on when they plan to start building this stadium, because it seemed as though basically they're putting it on the government. From what I took from the interview, it's like, okay, well, we've done our bit, it's over to the government. But it's not quite clear on the government's stance on doing this regeneration. And
I
I
think those
also heard,
plans are there, Bailey. I think those plans are there. Okay, but I think they want to
yeah,
gather everything else. Who else is interested? Who else
okay.
wants to come into the party before, to whether it be businesses, you know,
But again,
building, whatever,
something of that scale,
Mm.
you don't just figure it out within a few months, though. It could take a few years for them to figure out who and what and when and blah blah blah. So, I mean, there's a lot of fans that are probably thinking, "Yeah, we're gonna start build." Like in their mind, they're thinking in 5 years' time we're gonna have a stadium. Yeah, and
Oh yeah, it's been nice
we,
PR for sure. The PR's been
yeah.
beautiful. It's a
So that's
beautiful
that.
tease. It was a nice
Yeah.
tease.
So they're
Beautiful.
thinking by 2030, yeah, we're going to have a new stadium. And I wouldn't be surprised if come 2030, that's when they start trying to build the stadium. Then come 2035, that's when it's complete. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
But
and
the thing is,
in the meantime, they then hope Amorim's got the team going. The team's doing well to take their minds off the project because we're winning, So yeah, they're gambling,
yeah,
aren't
because
they?
because
Gambling.
no one's gonna care. No one's gonna care about the stadium if we're winning. But if we're not
Yeah,
winning, that's when there's gonna be issues.
yeah. Everybody's bad. Everybody's cold.
Yeah,
When you're winning,
Yale,
you don't care about the rain and the cold and the this. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? And the state.
There's an interesting comment here from Yale saying they started the building plans last year. Like I mentioned, they gave notice to every company on United Land to get out. So probably 2032 is when it'll be completed.
2032.
Yeah. So yeah, and like he says, they're looking to raise a lot of money before they start building the stadium.
It
Yeah.
suits it suits the government too. Like I
Yeah.
said, it suits both parties because the government are
Okay.
using Man United, and Man United essentially can also use the government on a cheap loan that the government will possibly say to them, "Oh yeah, pay over so many years in that because it's
Yeah.
for the country, it's for
Yeah.
whatever." And it's a
It
very
improves
small
the tourism
percentage.
too. More people will travel as well to go see, even people that have been, like they want to see all the new changes. Let's see how things are different, because it's like it will certainly have an impact on tourism.
Do you know what I noticed the most from the Benfica experience? We're going from the old stadium to this new one. I do see now more women at the game. I do see now more families and kids and all that sort of thing. So it's,
All right.
I don't know if it's the culture also that's changed or what, but I do see, because it's a
I'm
bit
when I
more,
come to
they make it
Portugal, I'm
more
going to see
accommodating.
Benfica.
I'm going to Benfica.
Yeah, we're going to Benfica because
Y'all are not serious.
I've
Oh
watched
yeah,
some
dude,
Portuguese games.
you go to the Benfica.
Doctor,
If
I
you
saw
go
you
to the
going
Benfica game, it's 50% women, no cap.
Yeah.
It's
We're going
crazy.
over there. We're going over there.
football.
And you know the women are the best fans
Then
to have because they spend money and then they get Larry.
Yeah. I'm
You
loving
see
that.
loads of women there, loads of women with their. Oh yeah, it's crazy, man. I can't believe it. Yeah, they come in groups, dude. They come in groups. They're more like it's
Yeah.
mental.
Hey, doctor, we talk football with
yeah.
you as well. What's wrong with talking football with the women?
I know.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with talking football. It's just as soon as you found out the women go to Benfica games, well, buying a ticket. You might as well buy a ticket to AFCON in December, because you know what happened the last time.
Listen. I want to buy a ticket to go see Cape Verde play, yeah, Because
No, I don't think Cape
I've
Verde is
seen
in.
some stuff over there. Yeah.
Yes.
Cape Verde,
That
the
World Cup.
place. That's the
Yes.
Benfica. Cape Verde is, but Cape Verde is 90% Benfica. The whole place.
Okay.
No, seriously, it's
Okay.
90% all Benfica, all of it.
So
It's known on planet Earth. These are facts, yeah. Because there's loads of Portuguese areas on planet Earth, in
Yeah.
different continents.
Yeah.
But we're having most percentage per capita of Benfica fans, more than even Lisbon.
Interesting.
No.
Yeah, all these are facts, my friend. It's all Benfica.
Wow.
It's just I remember one time I was just watching Cape Verde play. I can't remember who they were playing, but
They play in
it just
blue,
panned
don't
to
they?
the fans, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like that might be a country I have to visit. You know?
It's one of the most visited places. England tourism is quite popular there. I see it a lot. They go there a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's not a long trip. It's not that long a trip. It's only like west coast
Yeah,
of,
it's
of Africa there. It's in
yeah,
line
it's
with
West
Ghana,
Coast.
isn't it? Isn't
Yeah,
it
it
in line
is.
with Ghana,
Yeah,
more or less?
yeah.
What happened with
It's
Ghana
off.
with Angola then?
Let's not even talk about it because the Afcon. Yeah, we look to towards World Cup qualifiers, which we need to win both our
What's
games.
happened with Ghana then? Are you going through a new? It's like your players have got old, haven't they? I remember you
Yeah,
had these
so
SCNs,
yeah, they all retired after
Ian,
24th
and all that.
Jan. Yeah, they
But you're not
retired.
bringing any new crop through. What? Oh,
We
are you?
are, we are.
Are you?
The thing is, the Ayu brothers. Oh well, Jordan is still playing. I think Andre. I feel like Andre is being phased out because
Yeah,
he had like a switch in teams. He went from Swansea. He's now playing in France. So I think he's on his way out. Um, it's more like the players after the Brazil World Cup. You know, there was a little like there was a disagreement and some of the players got fired day of. This is public knowledge. Prince Boateng has spoken about it. Musule Mutari has spoken about it. Stephen Appiah has spoken about it. Somojan has spoken about it because it's not nothing like the corruption in our FA is horrible.
that sounds like all the FAs there. I know you feel
Yeah,
after a competition, it all breaks loose there. It does. I know you. I feel you.
yeah. So apparently, before the third match of Brazil 2014, just before they fired Kevin Prince Boateng and they leaked the news to German media.
Wow.
So, and apparently they slid a letter under his door. He woke up, saw the letter, threw it away because he was like, "What the fuck is this?" He gets a phone call from Germany saying, "Oh, what are they saying? Like, you've been fired." He was like, "No, I haven't." So he goes, looks at the letter, reads it, it's like, "Oh shit, I have." He calls back, he's like, "Oh yeah, I have." Takes a flight and goes home. So if we had won the third game, we would have gone through to round of 16. We didn't win that game and we went home. Mainly because we didn't have a lot of our players. So it's a whole thing.
So
But
who was playing? People that weren't your players? What are you trying to say, Doctor? Like
no, we had the thing is, I feel like because of the whole disagreement, the players weren't the ones we had weren't in it. It's like, what am I playing for?
Yeah.
You know, I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember the entire story, but it had to do with money and corruption and stuff like that. You know, and the lies and the you know how it is. But I'm sure you know exactly what I'm trying to say.
Promise and all that stuff.
No,
I know how you mean.
Big
It's
up
a whole
Mick, by the way, in Vietnam. But go ahead, sorry, Doctor. Sorry,
it's a whole convoluted like story. But we do have, I won't lie, we have players, but right now what Ghana needs is a proper goalkeeper. Because the one we have, I'm sorry. I don't even have words to describe him.
Specialist position. Yeah,
Yes, because the and our defense is a bit.
You see you see one thing I'll mention to you quickly, Doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see when I'm getting excited about meeting like women that are into football is because
Yeah.
where I am, yeah, women that are interested in football is like an endangered species. Like
Oh,
a lot of them, they pretend like they like football, but then when they're watching the match, they're playing with their hair, they're doing the nails, they're doing it, and then they'll make a bet with you. They'll make a bet with you over the match, and then the same match that they have all
they're
this
trying
stuff
to
on the
impress
line
you.
for, they're not even watching it. They're not even watching it. Then when they see that they lose and they have to do the forfeit, they're like, okay. You know what I mean? I can't say the
Oh
forfeit
my
online.
god!
The forfeit is always
Yeah,
cheeky, but
exactly.
I've
Wow,
never
we
lost.
went.
I've never lost when I make these bets, by the way.
So you just expose the scheme here. You're gonna make a forfeit. You're gonna make a bet, and as just you get to Portugal.
All right, listen. This is how you enjoy your football, isn't it?
That's true.
But with Portugal, it's also the attitudes, because back in the day, the tradition was the man, you know, it is, but the man
Yeah.
went out, the woman stayed at home, blah, blah, blah. Now things are a bit more liberal, aren't they? People women have got more, you know, more rights, more freedom, more everything. They really do. And rightly so. And rightly so.
What is this pastis de nata, by the way, that Yale is talking of, BTG?
What's that? Okay,
Yale
oh yeah, pastéis de nata they're
Pastéis de
incredible. They're like
It is really good, but
a
you should
Portuguese
try
sort
it.
of dessert. It's like a phyllo pastry case, yeah, and basically inside it's got like a custard cream in it, and it's sort of like it's but it's not just an ordinary custard. It's obviously like a speciality, so to speak, like a secret, whatever. They're incredible. You put a bit of cinnamon on the top, and they go well with the coffee. You feel me, in the morning or at any time.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
Okay, I'll definitely look out for them.
They are.
By the way, Mick says if United wins tomorrow and Spurs lose to Arsenal, will be 12th.
No, Spurs is not playing Arsenal though.
Spurs are not.
Yeah, I thought it was Arsenal, Chelsea, or something, right?
They're playing Fulham.
Yes.
Oh, but I have a question. During the international break, the 2 weeks, are we doing like Botswana watch along or something like
Hell
that?
yeah. Yes.
What?
Trying to learn a little bit more about the team. I was looking up. We have like 2 or 3 players that play in the Saudi Pro League, and
oh, nice.
Yeah, and then the rest looks like it's a lot of like South African Premier League, or like the Botswana domestic league. So
well, Ghana is all over the world, and it's mainly because of the right to dream football. We have a lot of like football camps in Ghana, and the right to dream one is more famous because Kudus came from there.
Yeah.
And other there's a lot of, so we have not only that, but there's a lot of like UK born Ghanaians. Ghanaians are everywhere. So
there's a big link with Ghanaians playing and representing England. Let's face it.
Yes, let's face it. Danny Roberts,
football.
one of them. Kobe Mainoo's another one who's representing England, but we're not gonna really talk about that. Tariq Lamptey plays for Ghana. Inaki Williams plays for Ghana. There's this guy who plays for Fenerbahce and he plays for Ghana. His name is Alex Jiku. He's a defender. Okay. We have Jojo Wallacott. The last I heard, he's a goalkeeper. He used to play for Hibernian in Scotland, but I think he's in Turkey right now. I'm not sure. We're all over the world.
He's enjoying.
When does the Africa matches start? The AFCON thing.
We have a game on Monday. On either this Monday. No, sorry. Ghana has a game on Friday.
Is that a friendly or is it the African Nations?
The World Cup. It's World Cup qualifiers.
World Cup qualifiers happening. Yeah.
Who's that against?
Let me double check.
We play Botswana plays Algeria on Friday the 21st.
You
Let's
were
have a look.
playing Chad. We're playing
Yeah,
Chad
but
on
bots,
Friday,
you were
and
trying to
that's on Monday.
you were trying to go on like you could manage England against Botswana and feel great about yourself.
Hey man, you know what?
Like until I broke it down and put it into perspective for you, I
Yeah,
believe you
like
believed that you could do it. You
come,
believed in your heart of hearts, and
come.
then when you realized, oh, beating Botswana in the final would actually hurt my legacy,
Hey,
you were like, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah,
hey, bots. Why is there Botswana and Botswana?
Buputatswana.
Yeah, that you know what I'm saying up north. There's a
Yeah.
Botswana. Is that part of Botswana?
No, no. Well, Botswana was bigger historically. Like the area was bigger than what
Yeah.
the size of the country is, and because like it was like a it's just like a group of tribes that were peace loving. Anytime somebody says, "Oh yeah, we want to take this land," they'll be like, "Oh yeah, sure. We have a lot of country left, so you can take this."
It's its own place, yeah, because I
Yeah,
remember.
so I wouldn't be surprised if I know Mafikeng was part of Botswana,
Yeah.
but I don't know if like Bophuthatswana was a by definition Bophuthatswana means like where people gather that are from Botswana. So like
Oh, right.
it
Yeah,
should
yeah,
tell
it's
you
one
that
of the, it means that.
Bophuthatswana, or where people gather that are Botswana that are of Tswana descent. So yeah, so
It's
I
something I
wouldn't.
never checked. I've been there, like I said to you when I first spoke to you. Obviously, I've been. Well, I didn't stop. We used to catch the train from
Yeah,
Bulawayo.
yeah, the blue
Bulawayo's
train.
down south, and it's near
Yeah,
Bots
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
South Africa. We used to go Cape Town
Nice.
because I had an auntie still lives in Cape Town now.
Oh, yeah, Cape Town is such a beautiful place as well. I know that Vegeta in the chat was just in Durban, or is still in Durban, actually. Vegeta's he's
Oh,
took that
Durban's
off.
nice,
Yeah, Vegeta actually says, yeah, we
isn't
took
it?
that off your hands in the Northwest. Thanks. Yeah, it was them. It was the South Africans that were like, we want this area. And then,
Yeah,
Botswana was like, all right.
it's similar to West African history. You know,
Yeah.
Togo was a bigger country than you think, and after the Second World War, uh, Togo was formerly, I think, a German colony, and after the Second World War, France and England divided the spoils of Togo. So half of it went to Ghana, half of it stayed a French colony and became Togo, present day Togo. So if you go to that part of of Ghana and even Togo, like the tribes, the same tribes, just one tribe speaks English, another tribe speaks French, like nationally, aside from the local language. And when they're speaking, you can hear the like certain words are like French have been francophonized and another part has become anglicized. Oh, I love African history because it's something else.
But I'll tell
Okay.
you what, the best music for me that comes from Africa is from the south of Africa, and it's from actually Zimbabwe. Not because I live there, but have you heard of the style of music called sungura?
Sungura.
Sungura,
Yeah.
sungura.
Yeah.
There's people like the goat at the minute is Alec Machezo.
Mm-hmm.
But there was dudes back in the day, Leonard Dembo and John Chibadura. Yeah, but that stuff I love. That's got a rhythm. The
You,
rhythm, the
yeah.
rhythm, dude.
You're an
Sungura. Listen to some Sungura. That'll put a spark in your life.
OG.
Hmm.
For fact, Sungura. Alec
Um,
Machezo. They
is
got the
anyone
rhythm,
watching
dude.
the Real Madrid game or no?
Let's see what time it is.
I'm gonna
It's
fling that
gonna be
on.
in
I was
10
actually
minutes.
about to watch the Bournemouth match, but I'll fling that on.
Yeah.
It's in 10 minutes.
Oh, this is Real Madrid
I,
versus
I,
Villarreal.
I'd be having both of them on.
Shit, we might as well. Let me start a new stream for it. Villarreal.
I'd be having both of them on.
Yeah. I'm gonna start a new stream for it in a second. So All right, so let's shut this one down then. Did Oliver Mtukusi do Sungura? Is asking.
Sungur, Oliver Tukuzi, but John Chibadura, he's my guy, and but the goat they say is Leonard Dembo. It's sad because both them goats they died from AIDS. It's crazy. Leonard and John Chibadura.
Yeah.
Absolute goats. I see them live back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, this John Chibadura did a reggae album, which is totally not his
Yeah,
thing.
there was also some good dance hall coming out of Zim, you know.
Yeah.
And
He did a reggae album, but that's incredible. He did an album in reggae about him dying because he had AIDS.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of like reggae, but sombra sort of reggae, but it's incredible.
Wow. Well,
anyway.
ended on a somber note.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. And we'll address this question on the next stream. That question from Yale, that it was actually a very good question that will I think will be a good talking point. So big up to everybody that's hit the like button. And like he says, BTG respect. Yes, we can integrate some African players in England in the English team. Alan says Lucky. All right, we'll talk about this more in the next stream. So big up yourselves, and also more gratitude to you if you're tuned in and you've hit the like button. And also shout out to Esco for that generous super chat earlier on. Big up yourself. Peace. See you in a moment. Football Power Hour.